Hello students, hope you all are fine. So dear students, in earlier video we have studied about Earth and we read that Earth is a planet. So what is a planet? Before we start before we start about the planet, let's learn about the solar system. Dear student, the family of the sun is called solar system, or we can say our solar system is made up of from one star, the sun, 8 planets and other smaller object or other heavenly bodies. Heavenly bodies means other than planets like moon, constellations. These are known as heavenly bodies or other objects that we can found in the solar system. So all of the planets orbit or moves around the sun. Some planets are closer to the sun and others are far from the sun. So basically we can say the solar system is made up of sun, 8 planets and other heavenly objects. Now let's go through the sun. The sun is the largest object in our solar system. The sun is so big that many Earth can fit inside it. Yet it appears small because it is far away from us. It is one of the millions of the stars in the universe. So it is a huge fiery ball made up of hot burning gases which keeps burning all the time, such as hydrogen, helium and everything else is about 2%. So the temperature of the sun core is 15.6 million Kelvin, which is a very high temperature, and the sun is the basic source of heat and light in the earth because it helps planets to produce plants to produce food, and sun gives light and energy to other planets. So the sun has 8 planets orbiting along with thousands of smaller objects. So the planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and the last, that is Pluto. But Pluto is not a part of our solar system, so it is also known as a dwarf planet. Dear kids, as you can see some lines in the elliptical way, so this is the path to move the planets so that they can move around the sun. So these fixed paths are known as orbits. So these are orbits, and each planet has their own fixed orbit. So this is called orbit. Okay. Now motions of the earth, when the as we have studied that planets are moving around the sun, so there are two types of motions basically the earth do, because earth is also a planet. So there are two types of motion. The first is rotation and the another one is revolution. So first we will go through the rotation. So a rotation dictates the length of diurnal cycle, that is day and night cycle. So basically what is a rotation is when the earth spin or rotate on its own axis. Okay, as you can see in the image, there are north pole and south pole. So when the earth is rotates on its own axis, so it is known as rotation. The earth rotates on its axis, that is tipped over 23.5 degrees. Okay, it is tilted about 23.5 degrees. The earth rotates approximately 15 angular degrees per hour. So the earth surface moves equator at the speed that is 467 meter per second. Okay, so the earth is spinning continuously, and this spin is basically known as rotation. Okay, on its own axis. So the rotation causes day and night. And these students, earth all our earth always rotate from west to east. West to east, as you have seen the direction of the green arrow, that is west to east. Okay, now revolution of the earth. See, it takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. So revolution basically means when the earth moves around the sun. In rotation, the earth is spinning on its own axis, but in revolution the earth is moves around the sun. In rotation, this change of distance also cause change in season. Now let's compare rotation and revolution. The earth rotates on its axis, but in revolution it rotates or it revolves or it moves around the sun. Rotation means to spin and revolution means to move around an object. There is a fixed object in which we have to take a round, that is called rotation. Okay, so one rotation takes almost 24 days, 24 hours, means one day, but revolution takes approximately 1 year, that is 365 days and 6 hours. So rotation causes day and night, while revolution causes change in season. And in other term, we can say rotation for a shorter time and revolution for a longer time. So now let's see about night and day. So the earth rotates once every 24 hours, turns. Each time the earth rotates, we have 1 day and 1 night. When we are on the side of the earth that focus on the faces the sun, as you can see the light rays that are showing in the one hemisphere. Hemisphere is the half circle, okay, the half part of the earth. So one hemisphere, so it is the daytime, means when the light is focusing on one part. So when the facing part has sunlight, it is daytime, and the another who is in the back one, it is the night time, as I have shown from arrows here. Okay, now let's see the season. Earth causes season when it revolves around the sun. See, this is image when the I have told you about the hemisphere. So when the one hemisphere or the first part of the hemisphere towards the sun, so we have summer, and the other part we have which is not facing the sun, that means we have winters, as you can see. So it takes 4 causes, it changes the season 4 times, that is winter, spring, summer and autumn. So it is depends on the revolution of the earth. So dear students, in this video we have learned about the solar system, the planets and rotation and revolution. In the next video we have learn about we will learn about moon and constellations. Okay, so till that, thank you and stay tuned and stay learning.